Ahoy! How are you?
Freezing while you're in the beautiful Caribbean.
It's warm. It is warm.
It's a little moist out.
I am glistening right now, but it's nice. I mean, it's been nice. It's been very hot, but like the sun is trying to break through, but it's been warm. It's starting to get to that
Yeah,
peak
normally this
Caribbean.
time of the year, if I want beach waves, it's going to be a braid. I'll let them loose. And then the hair goes right up because my hair will go.
Yeah, so we'll talk about it later, but Norwegian has a lot of like outdoor venues, which I love. And so last night I was at the outdoor mojito bar, and a lot of the women were over there like, "Oh my god, my hair's getting all frizzy," and the bartender, I'm sorry,
Cruise
I think
life.
it's oh you might hear an emergency drill. Sorry. If it is, I will hit the mute button if the emergency drill goes off. So cruise
It's
life, right?
authentic. This is an authentic experience.
It's authentic. But yeah, so the bartender and I have the same haircut. So we were joking. It's like, what do you mean, like fuzzy hair? So yeah. So sorry for the noise. It's
You're
authentic
you're on
cruise
a
life.
cruise. We got Josh Crothers in here. Hello, Josh.
Hello, hello.
Yep, it's 16-degree wind chill here and
Oh
cold.
god, I don't even know what the if my weather app is right. It says it's 80, feels like 86, and the humidity is like 1,000%. Humidity is 99%. Isn't 100% raining?
Oh my
it's
gosh.
it's 99% humidity. I mean, it
I just
is.
shivered for you. Like I was just kind of
I'm
like,
just
ooh.
like, oh my god. Okay. I think we're about to hear the emergency drill.
Yeah, well, it's almost the top of the hour, so I think we should just start intros before that happens. Take it away.
Beautiful. Well, guys, it's top of the hour. Today in travel. This is our Tuesday talk show we do every week, no matter where we are in the world. If Haley's in France, I'm in Honduras at Norwegian's private island. I am Jason Poole with Cruise Planners. I am a travel advisor. I'm also an American Express travel representative. I love cruising. Obviously, I'm on a cruise right now. We have a lot to talk about with cruising. And then Miss Haley just got back from a cruise. How are you? Introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. My name is Haley. I am the president and owner of Hospitality with a Flair, which is a hotel sales support company. I travel blog, love everything cruising, Europe, hotels, you name it. So, Jason, I never thought I would live to see you on a Norwegian ship. I have so many questions.
We have lots of questions, but we have a little bit of late breaking news today with a
Yeah.
different cruise company. So,
Yes, I want to hop on this one quickly. So, if you want to give everybody an idea, because I need to get my soapbox ready.
sure, absolutely. So literally about 5 minutes ago, Celebrity Cruises introduced a new marketing campaign with a bunch of different professional photographers, and their goal is to show people in their advertisement, including open source photos for travel advisors to use, of what real people look like. Okay. So the CMO at Celebrity Cruises says, as global brands, we have a powerful platform to act as a catalyst for positive change. We know we have more work to do, but we hope we inspire others to join us in our important journey. So what they're doing is they're showing what real people look like. Sorry for the loud noise. So the senior vice president of sales said, we want to show, quote, ethnic, disabled, curvy, and LGBTQ plus people in our advertisements. We haven't done a good job of this. We want to do a good job of this. And here's an open source library for you travel advisors to use in your ads. That just came through. I love it. I think it's great. This is something you've talked about a lot, Haley.
It is. If I had $1 for every time I have complained about this with Jason and other people, I would not have to work anymore. And I mean, I will say, even from the travel blogger side, I've dealt with that. Like, there are some companies that just will not give me the time of day. Like,
Right.
not to throw names under the bus, Royal Caribbean, when I've done blog work, will not give me the time of day. They like commenting, for example, on my TikTok. Some of my Royal Caribbean TikToks have hundreds of thousands of views and wanting to share them, but only if it's video purpose. Where Virgin and Celebrity, who I've partnered with in the past, have never had that problem. And it's something going on. Like, I'm very sick and tired of seeing straight, skinny white people in all these advertisings, or maybe even occasionally a skinny Black person.
Right. I will say I do think Celebrity's done a good job with the gay couples. But I hate to say it, it's
100%.
always very attractive, like two men. I've never seen like two women in commercials.
Yeah.
I've never really seen, so I applaud Celebrity for saying, look, we've thought we've done well in the past, but we could do better.
Yeah, and I mean, one of the things I'll say about Celebrity too, when it comes to that like person of size inclusivity, they are, like, compared to Royal Caribbean, because I mean, like, that's my bigger comparison. The spa has different size robes as well. Because I can tell you, like, as a person of size, like, how awful it's been to like go to a spa where I'm spending hundreds of dollars, if not, thousands, if I'm going with my husband and my child, to have a robe that comes to here. And I mean, in some of those robes, even when I was thinner and still big chested, still didn't close up here. And it's kind of humiliating. So seeing that come from Celebrity and Virgin like that, it's a huge step in that direction, because they want our money.
Right.
They want all these different people's money, but you need to showcase those people. It's just, it's that inclusivity. I'm so happy to see this.
Right. Like I said, it just came across the news. We weren't even planning to talk about it today. And I was like, oh my God, Haley, something just came up. Oh my God, it just happened. So no, I've had this problem. I've done conventions in the past, as a travel advisor. There are, most vendors have LGBTQ material, but there are a few large companies that just don't. And without naming names,
I'm just throwing everybody under the bus today.
I'm gonna be a little bit more discreet. I asked the vendor, I'm like, hey, where is your material for LGBT? Like, you're one of the largest travel vendors in the world. You have tons of pamphlets here, but where is your LGBT material? And that to me just told me that yes, gay and lesbian, transgender, the spectrum of people, they want their money, but it's like, are my clients going to feel welcome there? And I
welcomed and included.
Right. So I look. Most vendors have done a good job, but I think it's. But look, how many ads have you seen of people with disabled people? Two nights ago on the club on the ship, there was a woman in a wheelchair having the time of her life out there, and it was amazing to see, right? But we don't see people in wheelchairs on commercials for travel. So I think I think this is a step forward. I'm anxious to see these photos. I've seen a few samples of them, and they're beautiful photos. People in wheelchairs, bald women, plus size people, multi ethnic couples,
Yeah,
children that
and
are different. Yeah.
that's what needs to happen. And it also comes down, from an accessibility standpoint. I've talked about at times, and I've had some negative feedback when I've talked about like furniture or seats and stuff like that. They're like, "Oh, well, lose weight." It's like that's not just a weight thing. Like somebody who's in a wheelchair that needs to transfer over to a seat,
Hmm.
it's an accessibility thing too. So I mean, like it's just
Right.
I could write a book. I could do a movie on this, like how much I've complained about it. I think it's a great step in the right direction. But to the beat of what we're going to talk about today, Jason, I have never tried Norwegian. I've never had a
Yep.
desire
Yep.
to try Norwegian because I felt
Yep.
like I'd already, my family kind of grew up in Royal Caribbean. I had already gotten loyalty status with Royal
Yep.
Caribbean.
Yep.
It just felt like Royal Caribbean with a different name. Am I wrong? Am I right?
So I think you're right in spirit in that they are both mainstream family centric cruise lines, right? I think you're wrong as far as like they do offer some different experiences. So full disclosure, I am on a seminar at sea. So they invited me and about 40 other cruise planner travel agents on board, and we have to do some classes, there's some dinners, we have some FaceTime with our Norwegian reps, we have some FaceTime with some of the crew on board. It's been a learning experience. There's some classes involved. I haven't been to class in a while, so I've had to go to some of these classes. And I'm like you, I kind of thought it was going to be just like a carbon copy of Royal Caribbean. And yes, it feels like Royal, but there's children on board, there's water slides, there's laser tag. I mean, there's definitely stuff for children on board. But there are some things that are better and worse than Royal Caribbean. The thing that stood out to me at first, immediately when I walked on board, the first thing was I thought all of the venues felt a little bit more contemporary, a little bit more premium than Royal Caribbean. So they have like a very classy whiskey bar. They have an A called the A class bar, which is in between like two of the specialty restaurants where they make like great craft cocktails. They have a mojito bar. They have so many bars and lounges on board, and it's just refreshing to be able to get a drink without hearing oldies or piano music or and a guy in the car or a guitar singing Sweet Caroline. It's just a little bit more of a contemporary approach to cruising. So I like that. Now, is the ship as grand as something like the Oasis class where you walk on board and just like, oh my god? No, nothing can beat Oasis class, right? Nothing. Like absolutely nothing. But the ship is beautiful. I mean, the ship is beautiful. The Haven, I'm doing a tour later. I kind of stuck my. So if you don't know, the Haven is their suites exclusive. You have to have a special key to get into the Haven program. I did kind of like I was that poor person that I saw the Haven restaurant and kind of like, excuse me, sir, can I have some more?
Can I have some
And it looked absolutely stunning, absolutely stunning. So I'm to the Haven. And we talked a lot about how Royal needs to step up their sweet game, right? Like it's not great.
Yes.
Uh, but I'm really enjoying it. They have something called the Waterfront, where almost all of their specialty restaurants and many of their lounges have outside seating. So the Waterfront runs outside across the entire ship. And so you can sit outside at a bar on deck 8 and be like outside, water facing.
I love that.
I think I sat outside the other day and it's beautiful. You can eat outside. It's just a really nice touch to make you really feel like you're on the water. I mean, we've talked about before, Haley, as much as we both love Oasis class, you can go an entire day and not see the ocean.
100%.
It's like never see the ocean, right? I mean, except for like maybe in your balcony, just like never see it, right? So this ship is really made to like show you the ocean, go outside, see it. It's beautiful. It's spring break week, so there are like 1,000 children on board. I mean, this people keep asking me, would you do Norwegian again? I would 100% do Norwegian again. I would not do it in March. Okay? Like, I would not do it. There are look, I mean, you're going to have 1 million kids on board with Carnival, Royal, and Norwegian, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's spring break season. So, what questions do you have?
How does the food compare?
So, I think the main dining room is about the same.
Okay.
They have this really great venue on board called the Local, like bar and grill. Think of it like Playmakers, but with a much more extended menu. It's completely complimentary.
Okay.
I've eaten there, and it's open 24 hours. Not like it is open 24 hours a day. So if you want food at 4 o'clock in the morning,
is it made
it
to
is
order,
open.
or is it kind of like buffet style, like the
No,
cafe?
made to order. Made to order.
That's impressive.
I have had wings, nachos, burgers, fries, and it's good. Like it's the wing Playmaker burgers better. The wings on the ship are better. So again, like there's kind of
Okay.
it's a give and take, right?
Would you say that your room is comparable to a balcony cabin on like a Navigator type ship?
Yeah, I would. I mean, people keep asking, what's your room like? It's an ocean balcony, right? I mean, it's nothing special. The bathroom's a little bit bigger than like a Navigator Oasis class bath. Like the actual shower's a little bigger, but it's still the torpedo tube, as I call it. The toilet's right in the middle. So
I call it like the time transport.
Yes, right.
Back to
So the room is basically about the same. The ship feels like if you took a I'm loyal to royal person, threw them on the ship, and said you're on the new Joy of the Seas, they would think the ship was a great. They would love the mojito bar. They would love I can't remember the name of the whiskey bar. It has a name and says whiskey bar. They would love the whiskey bar. Like I ate at the Cagney Steakhouse last night, specialty restaurant, and I think it blows chops out of the water.
Wow.
I thought, is it as good as a Morton's or a Capital Grille? No, it's not. But is it better than chops? Yeah, it was definitely better than chops. Main dining room, I went once. It's about the same. Main dining room food, not bad, not great. It's fine, right?
How would you compare the booking perks?
That's a great question. So Norwegian is really trying to position themselves as they keep using the phrase contemporary premium brand. Okay? They're like, we're not trying to nickel and dime people. We want to give people almost like an all-inclusive feel, right? So right now they have the free at sea, and you get Wi-Fi, gratuities, drink package, and like a shore excursion credit, and a dining package included in your reservation. And it's amazing. You get on board. There's no one is harassing you to buy a drink package, and you walk on board. No one. Now, you can upgrade your drink package to the Premium Plus. I found out last night Hendrix is like a few dollars more for the Premium Plus. That's fine. Whatever. But I mean, that's still plenty of Tito's, Mojito Bar, no extra plus packages available. Yeah, I mean, so Norwegian, kind of like Celebrity, has a slightly higher sticker price, but you get included in it. I did think it was interesting during one of my trainings, they are getting out of the 3-night cruise market. And they said they're leaving that to our friends over at Carnival and Royal Caribbean. So I thought that was interesting that they're really trying to get away from that 3-night cruise crowd environment. It is.
Because isn't that why they redid the Sky originally?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But look, I mean, Carnival and Royal make a ton of money on selling drink packages on 3-night cruises, right? They lower the price of the cruise, and they get people to buy expensive drink packages because they're more per day on the short sailings. Where when they're included on Norwegian, they're probably just not making a ton of money, right? They're not trying to get you in the door to drop a low price and then charge you more for the drink package.
Now, with that being said, you said something about updating their old ships. Explain that to me.
Yeah, so they have spent $500 million. The amount of money Celebrity spent revolutionizing their fleet, $500 million to make all their ships look great. So, unlike on certain cruise lines, you can go on the brand new Carnival Mardi Gras. You can go on Royal Caribbean's Wonder of the Seas. And then you're like, oh my God, that was a great experience. I want to go do another cruise. And you don't know anything about Royal Caribbean or anything about Carnival. And you go book the Vision of the Sea, the Rhapsody of the Seas, right? And you walk on board and you're like, this isn't what I thought it was, right? So Norwegian is trying to say, yes, some of our older ships don't have all of the amenities, but we want all the furniture to look good, the carpet to look good, the staterooms to be modern, right? So they're really, look, it's just like when I went on the Celebrity Summit, my beloved Summit. The ship is what, 20 years old? It looks like a mini Edge-class ship, right? Because Celebrity spent a lot of money to bring the Summit to the Edge. So Norwegian's kind of doing the same type of thing with their old, or they call them legacy ships. So I like that term.
I like that.
Legacy ships.
Well, Jason, is there anything else you want to say before we wrap up today's broadcast?
Look, I'm tempted to put together a 2023 group cruise to be on the Prima. So stay tuned. I think a lot of people would enjoy it. Look, is it as premium as like Virgin or Celebrity? No, it's not, right? And that's not what they're doing, right? But is it a little bit more contemporary than a Royal and a Carnival? 100%. So I think it would be a great something for people to try. Think for yourself, right? Because look, I made a misconception that it was a carbon clone of Royal, and it's not. There's much about it that is similar, but it has some advantages to it. So I think people would love some of the newer ships. And so we need to find a Prima sailing maybe and bring some people on it. So we're in Harvest Key today. That's Norwegian's private island. I can see it in front of me. So I'm going to get off here in a few minutes, go check out the island and take lots of photos, pictures, videos, and start posting them online.
All right. Sounds great. Enjoy the rest of your cruise, Jason.
Okay. And stay warm. I heard it's cold in New York. I'm sorry. Okay.